Welcome to another illustration. Usually when you put a scanner in, it goes into something called, as you can see over here, it's called the DLC. The data link connector over here. So this has 16 pins. Let's say you put a scanner and it doesn't communicate. You're probably thinking it's maybe something is wrong with the scanner. So worst case possible, you're going to try another scanner if you have two scanners. Again, the same problem. So you're going to say now, either computer is not wrong or maybe there's something wrong with the connector. So out of 16 pins, let's try to figure this out. 16 pins, the cigarette lighter fuse at 15 amps. At 16, you have to have 12 volts. Pin 16. Have to. Now, 4 and 5, pin 4 and 5, you have to have a ground. One ground here. And then there's another one, pin 5, goes through a connector. Body relay block behind left side of dash. Then it goes to another connector to ground. Here's the ground, G117. Here's the other ground, G202, left side of dash. So we have to have one 12 volt to pin 16, and we have to have two grounds over here, pin 4 and pin 5. Now, let's say your cigarette lighter doesn't work. If your cigarette lighter doesn't work, that means probably the fuse is blown. So if your fuse is blown, that probably means, guess what? Your data link connector is also out of the picture because it's not getting 12 volts. Now, had it all time means this will always have 12 volts and this will always have 12 volts. You don't have the car, you don't have to have the car running. You don't have to have it on, nothing. All you do is plug it in and then obviously you can light your cigarette. Now, the other thing is, why is it like this? Data that we talked about, computer lines, they have to be able to speak to each other. Now, there's many modules that we spoke about. Transfer case shift control module. This is for two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, actually rear-wheel drive. A vehicle interface unit, which is the over here VIU. We have the inflatable resistant restraint sensing and diagnostic module. Where is it located? On the console and carpet between front seats. So this is for the restraint system. This is for the power train control module, body control module. The main point that I want to make is many modules, but they have to have a communications line, like we spoke about in the other video. They have to be able to talk to each other. That's called a bus line, a common bus line. As you can see over here, there's a common bus line over here. So let's say this one over here, A2, goes to inflatable restraint sensing system. This has to talk to this one. Now at the same time, when you look at it, look at this, we come over here. This has to talk to what? Powertrain control module. So this module has to be able to talk to this module. At the same time, look what's going on over here. Another vehicle control module for 4.3 liter. So therefore, these modules have to talk to each other on the same line. Now, body control module, if you have a 4.3 liter, you go this way. If you have a 4.3 liter, you're going to speak to this guy over here. So again, 4.3 liter, you follow this path. If you have a 2.2 liter, you follow that path. So they're both dark green wires. So this one will talk to 4.3, this one. Back and forth, they'll talk to each other. So this is the common bus line that I described. The communication line, they have to be able to talk to each other what is going on, like emailing each other. All that information from the common bus line, as you can see over here, goes to purple wire, and it goes to pin 2. So this is the data line. So you put your scanner here, you make sure you have 12 volts on pin 16, you make sure you have the proper grounds, and the data will be flowing out of pin 2 to tell you all the information. Why the check engine light, what sensor is bad, hopefully the connectors or air, like we just did before, automatic air conditioning system. So you have to have communications on this line, pin 2, regardless of the vehicle. So that's why I made this video, to show you. If you think that the scanner is the problem, you have to think again, because maybe there's no 12 volts coming in here. Try the cigarette lighter. If you don't have the cigarette lighter is not on, chances are that fuse is bad. If that fuse is bad, your scanner is not going to be on. So again, if you try your cigarette lighter, if your cigarette lighter is not on, the fuse is bad. If the fuse is bad, you just lost your data link connector. Okay, thanks for watching. Go to my channel, Joe Electronics Schematics for Auto, and I'll see you next video.